Just a quick disclaimer, everything that I'm about to say is my own opinion about this community, about everything about it. You know what I'm saying, you know what I mean. Okay, so first topic, public lobbies. We all know them, we all hate them. So, public lobbies are the main, perspective of this game. You're supposed to work together, it's a teamwork game. But why are public lobbies so trash? Like, if you distract in a public run, people will still die because they don't know how to play the game, or they are just fake starters trolling around. That'll be a topic later. Another thing is, why are we griefing people? Still, public lobbies are trash. And what's the point in joining a public lobby if you're forced to do all the work because by floor 2, majority of the server is dead? Also, why are we griefing people over taking items, heals, and tapes? It's just not fair, and I think that people forget that this game is free for all, and everybody can take up items, pick up items, they can take items, they can use items freely. And whenever people in this game don't get what they want, then they just start screaming, throwing fits, and threatening to grief people over taking a single item. I don't think that we should be griefing people over items. Next topic, this community. This community is terrible. There's so much Rule 34. Yes, Rule 34 is art and it is safety blurred. However, these kids are making, fixing Rule 34 videos, and it's really not helping because the original art is still on... It's still on Google, wherever the heck he found the image from. Little kids shouldn't even be looking at that stuff anyways. However, it is a topic later on. However, it is a topic because people aren't taking this seriously. Next topic. Get out. Anyways, next topic is how people play as certain characters. How people play as certain characters literally blows me away. If you distract in a public lobby, people will still die. Next topic is how hard it is to get into a public lobby in the first place. Yes, if you want to host a fun run, then you can do that, but I see more runs that are like, oh, main only runs, oh, fruitcake run, or craft sibling run. A bunch of runs like that, more than I see normal runs and long runs. Also, can we stop calling them pro runs? They're not pro runs. You're not pro if you're dying on floor 2. You're not pro if you're dying on floor 3. Pro runs end, then normal runs and long runs end. So, what's the point in calling them pro runs anymore? Just say noob run. Because at this point, that description is quite accurate. Another thing about this community is Melanie Toxic Dandy's world. Yes, I get it. She's changed, and she did abuse Cosmo for a reason. It was a toxic Cosmo. But are we still not understanding why she didn't just say her own opinion instead of just posting rage bait? If you're gonna post rage bait, people are going to hate on you. I think that Melanie, deserved all of that hate. I'm not being rude or anything here. I hope I'm not to some people. But please don't spam my comments with Melanie's backstory. I already know it. It's not sad. People are just spamming comment sections that even mention Melanie. They mention her, backstory. And it's so stupid. Because why didn't she just say her own opinion instead of just posting rage bait? And she never said it was a toxic Cosmo. All of that hate was well deserved. Okay, next topic. Next topic is how people treat certain characters in the game. If you don't understand what I mean, let's take Louis for example. People hated on him for a few days, probably maximum a few weeks, and they were like calling out on him. They didn't like his design. They didn't like anything about Louis, even though people were excited for Louis to come out. People were making videos about whenever Connie and Louis came out, and then when Louis came out, everybody didn't like him. And then when they knew that he was a distractor toon, they started to like Louis, which is honestly kind of crazy. When Yada came out, everyone loved her. When Block came out, everyone liked him, but not Louis because of his design. Like, you're really going to hate a character over their design? Louis' design isn't that bad, just a balloon. Balloons are generally big, and that would explain why his head is so big, also explaining his ability. His ability makes his head get smaller because he's losing helium. I don't think that people understand that Louis' design is meant to be like that. I don't understand why people don't like Louis, or didn't like him. Like, if you don't like a certain character, then don't hate on it. If you're gonna hate on it, then keep it to yourself. Don't share it on social media with a bunch of people who like the character. When certain characters came out, people didn't like them until further on. People made Bassie... Also, can we talk about the roleplay right now? The roleplay is so bad. So unbelievably bad. There are people in the roleplay who are making weird stuff, posting it online, saying how sus it is, instead of actually doing something about it. People aren't taking how people are treating this roleplay seriously. People are treating this roleplay like it was always trash, which I can say it kind of was. But other than that, why are people exactly hating on certain toons? Next topic is griefing. Why are people griefing certain toons because they don't like them? Certain, like it is not illegal for a Toodles to take 2 tapes. In fact, this game is free for all. People can take as many heals tapes as they want. Yes, if you take every single heal, that doesn't really consider you as a good teammate. But if you're demanding every heal, then that doesn't really make you that great of a teammate either. It actually makes you quite a bad one. And people in this game are so babyish. It feels like that the IQ level is less than a single brain cell. Like, how are you not going to run once you see a Twisted? I get it. People are new and all. But that doesn't mean that, like, this game has, like, settings and stuff. Like, you can look at what to do, and people don't do that. And people don't do that. They just play the game and expect to know what to do. And then they die on floor 1, and their team gets mad at them for it. Which is right. If you don't know how to play the game, then look at the, like... And then look at the, like, guide on how to play. Go on YouTube, look up starter guides. There's a few of those on there. Like the IQ level of these people is so low, I bet if they read the thing that is included in the game, they probably just ignored it. And moved on, played the game, and wasn't that successful in it. Which is true. If you're not successful in the game, then that is quite your own fault. And why is the community so toxic? Like, why is it so toxic? When you join a run, if you distract, and if you say that you are distracting first, and people change their toon and trinkets to just make people go on their side, which has happened to me one time. I was in a run, and I said I was firmly distracting, And then everyone in the run just started siding with this Pebble who changed tune and trinkets in the lobby directly after I said that I was going to distract. Like, is your IQ less than a brain cell? Maybe you could look at the chat and see that I said I am going to distract. And the worst part is, no one was even on my side. They were just getting mad at me for supposedly crashing out. I was crashing out maybe because the Pebble, is acting dumb. He kept taking my Twisteds in panic mode, and he kept saying, well, I'm just trying to help, and I continuously kept telling him that I didn't need it. Well, guess what? He didn't listen to me. And another thing is creepypastas. Why are we making creepypastas? Like, I get it. You're trying your hardest to make content. You want to be successful in YouTube. But if you're making fake creepypasta videos, how is that really going to help you in any way? If you're making creepypasta videos and it's not well edited, then people are just going to spam your comment section with it's fake or I don't believe it or stuff like that. At the very least, just post Dandy's World gameplay. Usually people like watching people play Dandy's World. They like doing it and stuff. And this community is just terrible. I can't even explain how terrible it is. Like, whenever you join a run, there's at least one person that is toxic. And why are people forcing people to distract because of what tune that they're playing as? Like, yeah, playing an Extractor Pebble is kind of dumb, but they don't have to distract. They can extract if they want. And, why are people forcing people to play a certain role that maybe they don't want to play as? And the certain role that is being forced to being play as is Distractor. People lead Twisteds to you. People beg you to distract. And the first thing that they say when you get into the elevator is, who is going to distract? It's like that these people don't even have a single brain cell. Like, we don't need a distractor. You don't need a distractor to play the game. You can simply play the game and avoid the Twisteds. There is truly no point in playing this game. Another thing is that it's very repetitive. If you have completed the entire game, you're going to have absolutely nothing to do. Like, the only thing that you can exactly do is wait for more updates. And yes, updates are going to come eventually, but it's not going to come immediately. Once you finish the game, there has to be something else to do other than just play in these trash runs and get Ichor, even though if you don't need Ichor. The last update had a trinket. That's it. And new skins. However, the new skins cost Robux. Why not just make them cost Ichor? Then, people who have completed the game would have something to do. People who've already completed the game could possibly have Robux, which means that they wouldn't. And plus, the skins don't affect gameplay at all. Yes, they are stylish, but they don't affect the way that you're playing the game at all. The skins are technically considered useless. You just get them to dress up your tune and play the same cycle over and over and over again. It's just so repetitive. The community is trash. If I did not have YouTube or any friends to play with, I would have quit a long time ago. I would not have been playing this. I would have quit. I would have stopped talking about it. I just wouldn't like to be reminded about it. It's just it's so repetitive. Nothing in this game is exactly fun anymore. Because everything is repetitive and very toxic. even though we don't need this toxic of a community. We can change how this community is acting. At least we try to. But then whenever we say, can you stop arguing, they say, you're not helping the situation at all. Why do you even say that exactly? Like, if you're trying to help the situation and trying to help someone that currently does not have anyone on their side, then there is no reason for the person that is being defended to say you're not helping the situation at all. Like, technically, they are helping the situation by being on your side. I hate it when people just say you're not helping the situation at all, even though if we literally are helping the situation. Like, we are helping the situation, you just don't understand because you are too fed up in this argument and did not look at the chat. Like, please, just stop saying you're not helping the situation, even though if we are. We're trying to get the argument to stop, and then you pull us into the argument just because we're trying to help it. I don't get why people do that. It's so annoying. This game is just starting to not be fun anymore. It doesn't hit hard anymore with all of the updates. It just feels like that it wasn't supposed to be like this. It feels like that this game is just not going. And this game is, think of it, this game is already slowly dying, and it is only in alpha. Like, please. People are also calling Quell a predator. Why are people calling Quell a predator for simply making this game? I don't know why people are calling Quell a predator. It is not her fault that people are lagging, and she doesn't know that they're lagging. And it's really, really not her fault that she doesn't know that. If she knew it, then maybe she would be, but she wouldn't be considered a predator. A predator. People are calling her a predator. I don't even know why. Like, why are people just calling her a predator for no exact good reason? Like, if you're gonna call her a predator, at least have a good reason for it. So that was my rant. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. It took me forever to find this last machine. I just hope that y'all enjoyed the rant. And I decided to make a video like this because I saw people doing it. Yeah. Make sure to subscribe, whatever you can if you want. I honestly don't care. I'm not forcing, just encouraging it. Anyway, bye guys. That was my rant. Have a good day or night. Bye.